excited for today's video because I will be reviewing the newly launched the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. If you can't already make out, I'm also trying to go with all white and silver kind of theme with my video. But anyway, I'm going to be reviewing this one today. This is my first product ever from Morphe. Now, before starting with anything else, I would like to give out this information to all of you guys with timestamps for everything that's going to happen in this video, so you can skip to anyone that you prefer according to your taste. So I'm going to start off by giving you guys a brief overview of the purchase because I know a lot of you guys always ask me this question. So I did buy this off the Morphe website itself, which is morphebrushes.com. They do ship internationally, but the only major issue with their shipping is that they charge a very heavy fees for shipping, which is kind of unacceptable because today, like in today's age, we prefer and so many companies do offer free shipping over a certain amount, but they do not. In fact, as your weight goes up, like the package of the weight goes up, their shipping rate goes up as well, which is very crazy. So I really hate that fact, and I was charged with customs on this palette because it came in a huge box as it was guarded with a bubble wrap. Like it was literally guarded with bubble wrap. So anyway, I did get charged for custom more than 50% of what the palette was worth, so that was a bummer. Anyway, I'm going to be reviewing the Jaclyn Hill palette for you all. So it comes in this white cardboard casing, and Jaclyn Hill as well as Morphe are written in a foil kind of a finish, and the other things are just matte. And then there are 4 photographs of Jaclyn right here, and then a long text which says that she's really created this palette with a lot of heart and passion, and just like she's put her soul into it. So that's good, that's good, that's good. I really like Jaclyn. And when you open the box up, you actually get your palette, which again has the same thing written on over it again, and it says Jaclyn Hill X Morphe X Jaclyn Hill on the back, which is really cute. So this is what the palette looks like. It does come with a plastic casing just to protect your shadows. It has a beautiful array of colors. I'm pretty sure you would have seen it already, like floating around the internet, because it's a really hyped up palette. However, I do wish that there was a mirror in here because I really miss a mirror. Also, the fact that they've kept names for each of the shadow, but the names are not mentioned on the palette itself is kind of a bummer because I don't really know what the names are and I have to look up online every time I'm referring to a certain color, which definitely sucks. So I'm going to start off by talking about texture. Now, I do not own any other Morphe palette, so I really can't compare it to any other one like people have done because, as I said, this is my first and probably the last Morphe purchase. So anyway, I'm going to be talking about the textures and how I felt they were. So there are mainly 3 textures in this palette: mattes, shimmers and foil. I'm also going to go ahead and suggest you guys some alternatives in case you weren't able to get your hands on this palette, or you don't want to buy it because of the shipping rate or custom charges or whatever you have in your mind. Of course, I can't give you exact dupes. If you want that, let me know, if you want an exact dupe of each of the shade, so I can really dig into my collection and give it to you guys. But I'm going to be talking about texture wise. I can give you dupes for the textures that there are in this palette. Hope you guys understand that difference. So anyway, I'm going to be talking about the matte texture first. So the mattes are good. I really like the mattes, but there were some issues that I faced with the matte eyeshadows. So the finger swatch and the brush swatch came out differently. The colors seemed different in the finger swatch and different in the brush swatch. I don't really know why it happened, but once I put it on my eye, it really did not matter. So I don't know if I'm quite bummed about that or it doesn't matter. It was something that I found weird, why would a swatch come different with the brush and with a finger? I really don't understand. But there were some shades like this green right here which were kind of choppy. However, this green actually stained my skin, so I'm kind of on the fence about using it near my eyes because I don't want to stain my eyelids with green color because I was using Bioderma and that thing did not come out. I had to really rub my hand to get the green out, and it was still there even after removing it with Bioderma. There was a faint hint of stain on my hand, so I'm kind of bummed about the green color right here because it stained my eyelids. Other than that, I really like the matte. Another thing that I want to quickly mention is when you're seeing the swatches, please keep in mind that these are swipe swatches. When you're generally applying eyeshadow, you tend to pat them in so they're more pigmented, and as well as the fact that the brush wasn't damp at all, it was a dry brush, so keep that in mind. And also with any kind of eyeshadow, you have to blend in, add more, blend, add more. So I don't really mind if the swipe swatch is not extremely pigmented because you have to pat it in and you have to work with it anyway. So yes, those were my thoughts about the matte ones. Now coming to the shimmer ones. The shimmer ones are beautiful. They're very nice. They're very silky. They glide on the skin. I don't have an issue with any of the shimmers. They feel really good on the skin and on the eyes. They're really pigmented eyes. I just put one of the shimmer colors as my brow bone highlight and I was like, whoa, that's pigmented, so it was really nice. However, my favorite formulation in this palette is, of course, hands down, the foiled ones. They literally feel like cream eyeshadows and they just go on your eyes so smooth. Jacqueline did say in her snap that you should dampen your brush, but I used a dry brush and they still just like look so beautiful on the eyelids. I love them. They're very nice, very smooth, very pigmented, and they go in nicely with the brush as well. Like if you use a finger, I'm sure they will be more pigmented, but even with the brush they performed amazingly well. Like I loved how they looked. Like they looked stunning. So I think my favorite finish has to be the foiled one. So if you're looking for a reason to buy this palette, the foiled ones are to die for. They're just beautiful. I also like the colors in the palette. They're very diverse. I really do like it. I feel like one of the biggest reason a lot of people outside India were like, it's a normal palette and we've seen the colors, everything, is because they already have access to so much makeup. Like they are flooded with makeup, and Morphe comes out with a lot of 35 palettes. But in India, it's not really common. Like you don't have a lot of like big eyeshadow palettes, and especially eyeshadow palettes which has such diverse colors. Generally an eyeshadow palette will either have this section or this section or this section. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you do 35 eyeshadows, like I just got a Makeup Revolution 35 palette in mail and it was all like neutrals. So because we don't do a lot of 35 palettes, or we don't do palettes in general, so this seemed really exciting to me because I was like, oh my gosh, so many different colors, oh my gosh, such beautiful finishes. Because even back in the day when we had like 88 eyeshadow palettes by BH Cosmetics and Coastal Scents, they were either completely neutral or completely like colorful and everything. And whereas this palette comes with like a nice mix of colors, like a fresh breath of air with so much diversity in it, I really liked it. I did ask on Snapchat what look you guys would like to see, and a lot of you screenshotted the red and copper one. I asked for a neutral look, a colorful look using these colors right here, and then I asked for a red and copper. So the red and copper got most amounts of screenshots, so that's what I will be doing later in this video. The timestamp for which has already been given to you guys. So yes, that is my overall review on this palette, and if I did not already say, this retails for $38, $38 US. And once you buy on the Morphe site, as soon as you put in your card details, the bank automatically converts your money and pays it to Morphe. You don't have to convert the money or anything of that sort. So yeah, this palette is for $38, and in my opinion, it's completely amazingly worth it. Although as I said, the shipping was quite a bit turn off. I honestly felt that for this special launch, they might just give like a special limited edition free shipping or something, but that did not happen, so I was quite bummed about that. Alright, now for alternatives for the foiled eyeshadows, which were like my favorite finish of them all. Now the formulation of the foiled eyeshadow feels extremely similar to what ColourPop eyeshadows feel like. So if you want just one particular color from the range, you should definitely check out ColourPop's collection, because they have a humongous collection and their eyeshadows are simply beautiful. Even they go on extremely pigmented, and that foiled look which is stunning on the lids. They also have amazing matte, so if you want to look out for matte shadows from this range, again you should definitely check out ColourPop. They're amazing. ColourPop does worldwide shipping, and they do have free shipping over some amount of money, which I'm not really sure, but you can also check out other Instagram sellers who sell ColourPop. I will try to leave some links for you guys in the bottom bar so that you guys can go ahead and check out some of the stores for ColourPop. If you're looking for such neutrals and like with black and deep browns, I have like a perfect palette for you guys. Now this is from PAC, and I have been smitten, obsessed with it. It's a complete palette and they have beautiful shades. And tell me if these shades don't look similar to the ones in the Jaclyn Hill palette. They also have a really huge black panel, which is great because you tend to use black more than the other shades. And they have that, you know, pukey color which Jaclyn has as well. I think this one is a perfect dupe for pukey. And they have different browns, like a warm red brown and a deep cool tone brown. So I think this palette is perfect if you want just neutral colors. So yeah, we have that alternative. Then also if you want single eyeshadows, you can definitely check out Inglot. You guys know my love for Inglot is undying. Again, you can compare some of these shadows to the shimmer shadows or the satin shadows that are there in this palette. So for example, we have this beautiful shimmer wine shade right here, and then we have this wine shade right here. This one seems a little deeper than this one, but then again, Inglot has a really huge array of colors, so you can definitely check them out. Again, if you want a palette which has neutrals as well as some color like green and blue and purple from the Jaclyn Hill palette, you can look out for Sleek. Sleek has a lot of palettes and their eyeshadow pigmentation is beautiful as well. Now this one is a limited edition. This is the Arabian Night Smoke and Shell palette, but I'm sure or they have similar palettes which has similar color intake in it as well. Now this has blues and greens and all sorts of neutrals in it as well, just like the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is stunning. So yes, and Sleek is again, I think they have free worldwide shipping over a certain amount of money, so you can check that out. Again, if you are a neutral lover but you want the satiny shades from this range, you can look out for the NYX Dreamcatcher palette in this shade Dusk Till Dawn. And again, it has beautiful neutral colors, and these are shimmery colors. So if you don't like, it also has a mix of mattes and shimmers both. The back one is just matte, this is matte and shimmer, so you can look out for this one as well, because this is beautiful. Again, the pigmentation on this one is gorgeous and stunning, so you can definitely check this one out. Even the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows are amazing, but I feel the Colourpop ones are slightly better than that. And the last suggestion that I have for you guys is this Makeup Revolution Salvation palette in the shade Welcome to Pleasure Dome. Now this is very eerily similar to the Jaclyn Hill palette. Of course, it doesn't have all of those reds and browns, but if you're looking for neutrals with a pop of color, look at these blues. Like, tell me, aren't they similar? And I feel, in my opinion, Makeup Revolution has some of the best mattes out there. Like, their matte eyeshadows, like this last row of circles, oh my gosh, I love them to bits. Whenever I'm doing a smoky eye, this is the first palette I tend to reach for if I'm not doing a tutorial from a certain palette. But yes, this is a beautiful and gorgeous and stunning palette. I love this one. Now let's move on to the swatches. So those were all of the swatches, and now let's just jump onto this eye look. So I'm starting off by using Pukey on my crease with the NYX blender brush, which is one of my favorite brushes. You see how it's beautifully blending out, and it's not patchy or chalky at all, and it's really pigmented. I went over this area twice just to ensure that I had enough color, the amount that I wanted. Next up, I'm going to be going in with Hunts, which is a beautiful red shadow, and again I'm applying this on my crease just a little lower to Pukey and blending it out with the blender brush again. You see how pigmented it is just beautiful. It's one of my favorite shades, to be honest. Taking Jax on a big fluffy brush, I'm going to apply it as my base shadow. Again, it's a matte shadow, and see how beautiful it is. It's super pigmented and I'm blending out after every step just to see how eyeshadows perform after blending out. Do they lose their pigment and anything of that sort. Next, taking Cran Apple, which is a beautiful foiled eyeshadow, and I'm going to apply it to the inner and outer corner of my eyes. I'm not applying it to the centers of my eyes. I did see some fallout with this eyeshadow. I did not see any fallout with the mattes, but I saw some with this one. And again, I'm just blending it out to ensure there are no harsh edges. And then on the centers of my lid, I'm gonna go in with Queen, which is a beautiful golden eyeshadow. It's one of my favorites again. Again, there was some fallout with this one. My brush is not wet, but it's just like dry. And then I'm just blending Cran Apple with Queen. And then going in with a little bit of Pukey again on my crease to just warm it up because I felt like the color got a little lost. Then I'm taking Beam as my brow bone as well as inner corner highlight, and it was blinding. It was so beautiful and so pretty. I can't get over it. Using Pukey on the same brush on my lower lash line just to add a little bit of dimension on my lower lash line and balance it with my upper. And then I'm just going to go in with Jax as well as Hunts mixed together on my lower lash line. I finished off my look with some lashes and some mascara, and I am obsessed. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and if you did, then don't forget to comment and subscribe. Do let me know if you'd like to see more such reviews wherein I swatch and do a look and everything with eyeshadows. I've reviewed an eyeshadow palette after ages, I guess. The last I think was like Maybelline Rock Nudes. Maybe, not sure. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this again, and if you did, then don't forget to comment and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, and I will see you guys super soon. Till then, take care. Mwah. Bye.